Building brand you for solo entrepreneurs. Hey everyone, my name is Chef Katrina. And as you're building your brand as a solo entrepreneur, there are many facets nowadays, especially to look at what is your focus and what are you focusing on as your brand. Many of us as a solo entrepreneur think our brand is actually our product that we're selling, maybe our service, maybe our coaching. But the reality is, I want to give you one of my favorite tips. Branding is not about what you sell, but who you are. Are you somebody that's out to help other people? Are you somebody that's out to make a difference in the world? Are you somebody that wants to pour into other people? See, your brand is how you show up online. And when you show up and you provide value and you provide training over a longer period of time called the consistency, we begin to develop our solo brand, our brand you. I will tell you this, that being online, being a solo entrepreneur is not easy. Is it simple? Yes. But is it easy? Absolutely not. So as you develop your brand, first start with you. What are your core values? What do you want to be known for? And how do you want to portray that out in the world using things like digital marketing, social media, your blog, your website, your face-to-face contacts? How do you want to be perceived? How do you want to get known? What do you want to be known for? What's the legacy that you're leaving behind? So for many of you guys, you're looking at me going, well, Katrina, Chef Katrina, you've done a great job of building your brand. Yes, I have, because I recognized early, and I really have to give credit to where credit is due. Disney is incredible at building brands. It's incredible about building a story around how people interact with areas of their park, their television, their movies, all of that. That's all storytelling. So when you build your brand, look at what the story you're out to create. Right? How are you going to create it? So a couple of things you might notice, and I'll just share with you my personal adventures in the world of branding. When I first left Disney and I started building my personal brand, there was a couple of things that I learned first and foremost. You have to have a platform in which to share your brand so that it's seen socially, that you can be found. So the first thing that I learned early on in my internet marketing career was use YouTube as a way to get your message out. And the second thing was get a blog. Having a blog, whether you're having somebody build it or you've built it yourself, is going to be the foundation of everything you do online. Every business thrives when they have a website that they can call their own, that they control, and that they can put their content, their memberships, their websites, their landing page, all of that will help you in getting your business and your word out faster when you have a central hub where people can find you. If they have to go searching for you on social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, if they have to only go and find you there, it actually will take away from who you are as a brand, because now people have to go and look for you. Why not make yourself readily available and get found? So one of the things I learned early on was, how do you stand out? What are some of the one or two unique features about yourself that you want to highlight in such a way that it helps people remember who you are? So when I was out in the world of network marketing and did a lot of events, there was this one guy called the Furry Hat Guy, and he was hysterical because his trademark way of being found at every event was to have these outrageously crazy hats. And I thought to myself, well, I could never pull off the crazy hat, but I can be something a little simpler. And I recognized, having worked at Disney for a lot of years, people recognize certain aspects or attributes about people, right? The one thing I recognized early on is that a chef coat is very distinctive, especially when you're out and about at a live event. Because for some reason, nobody forgets the chef that's walking around in a chef coat at a live event. So I realized this was the first step of my branding. What can I do? What piece of clothing, article, or coloring could I use to help me stand out in my brand, right? So that if people physically see me somewhere, while they might not remember my name, they're going to remember an element of my personality, the color that I have, and it's going to trigger something for them such that I'm going to come to the front of their mind. And I'm going to be remembered for the marketing that I've trained, the aspects that I've done. So this is the reason I share this, is because I want you to start thinking about this for yourself, right? See, we remember people based on the information they share with us. So how are you showing up for people? Whether it's something crazy like bacon was a big thing for my brand. I had a little fun with that. I posted all these crazy things around bacon, food, articles, whatever I could find. And it became synonymous with me that when people would go out and they saw my training and they go to the store, they see bacon, there's Chef Katrina, right? So you want to look at ways that something will spark somebody's memory and remember them for you. So we are getting in a world where digital marketing is becoming more and more competitive. People are looking for more ways to stand out. So ask yourself, what are some things that I can implement, that I can do to help me stand out, right? Doesn't have to be anything bold, doesn't have to be anything crazy like a chef coat, but what is it that it might be? See, one of the things I learned early on in being a chef, and I actually passed this knowledge on to one of my mentors inside of there, and I talk about building the spoon. So one of the things that I discovered just recently as I'm coming back into the world of video and blogging and everything else is that I want to have a little fun in my videos. I've been very reserved, very kind of non-playful, but I've got a huge playful side when I come into this. And one of the things he reminded me of is that I always taught him how to build a spoon. And what that means is that every single dish in the kitchen has multiple ingredients. So we're supposed to be tasting our dishes, testing them out before we serve them to a guest. In order to do that, one of the best ways to understand what's going out to our guest is to build a spoon. We call this a tasting spoon. So what we do is we grab our spoon and we put like the bottom layer of our dish. So maybe it could be the potatoes, it could be the rice, it could be the gratin, it could be whatever, polenta, whatever it is. And then we build the ingredients so that when we take the bite, we have the experience of what that dish should taste like as it goes out to our guests, right? What is it that we're serving our guests? So building the spoon for me is really important because this is the layering. This is the building process, right? First, we have to understand what it is we're doing on marketing, and then we layer the spoon. We add things as we need them, but we don't just throw everything on here, right? We have to learn how to build. So I'm talking about in my videos, building with the spoon, right? How do you build your tasting spoon? How do you create your marketing in such a way that it's something that people enjoy experiencing with you, right? All the flavors may not be on here yet, but building this spoon, building this tasting spoon of how you're serving your ideal customer, your client, is going to be very critical. The next thing you're going to want to look at is how are you feeding them? What information, what mindset, what story are you giving them such that you're feeding them information that they can easily take in, that they can put into action, and that they can know is actually helping them build their business. See, there's two elements to our business. There's the building of our business, what we're doing to improve it. Maybe it's getting our website. Maybe it's getting our blog. Maybe it's understanding YouTube. This is building the spoon. This is what we're going to deliver and how we're going to deliver it. But in the process, we do need to be feeding them, right? So we need to be giving them good information. We need to be sharing with them mindset training. We need to feed their mental state all the time. And that's the fork. That's why you'll start seeing me talk about the spoon and the fork, because these are two critical elements when you're building online. How are you building your business for you such that you can deliver the content? And what are you serving people such that they can take it in bite-sized pieces and apply it to their business? So when you start talking about how to build a solo brand, how to build out brand you online, there's actually two ways, two layers, two different methods. There's the spoon and the fork. And we're going to be talking a lot of that in our marketing as we move forward. So I'm super excited to be jumping back on YouTube with you, sharing this adventure of being a chef, building in a digital marketing world, how to grow and make income online using this amazing tool. Many of us are now coming to the internet for the very first time. So I want to be here as your guide to share with you how to build a business in this virtual world so that you can create the laptop lifestyle of your dreams. With that, guys, I want you to invite you to come over and head to my blog. thechefkatrina.com. It's under a relaunch, revamp mode, so you're going to see a lot of changes going on. But head over to the Chef Katrina, start following me, get those notifications that are going to pop up. And then also, if you guys are enjoying this video, give it a thumbs up. Follow me here on YouTube, because this is going to be the place where I'm going to share with you some of the best training on how to build your business with a fork and a spoon, because this is the key factor of building any business online. With that, I look forward to seeing you inside my community. Talk to you soon.